Yes, it's one of my favorite books. You have it? It is a classic. Yes. All right. Well, you don't have this one? Okay, I'm going to read it.
I have it. I can find it.
You can't find it?
No.
Uh-oh. Let's read it now.
I don't have that.
Okay.
I like corsets.
Say again?
I like corsets.
Oh.
And I like purple cats. and I like dinosaur books.
Okay. All right. Let's get to it.
I got a dinosaur book.
You have a book?
Yeah, I got a dinosaur.
A dinosaur book. I bet you that's fun.
You
too? How old are you guys? How old?
I'm 3.
You're 3 years old?
I'm 3.
You're 3 years old?
I'm 3 too.
What's your name, honey?
I'm 3.
You're 3. You're 3 too? You're 2. You're 3? 2. 2.5.
I was 2 yesterday.
All right, let's read our book, boys and girls. We're going to get in trouble if we don't read our book. Okay. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see?
I see you there.
I see a purple cat. Remember the purple cat? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me.
That's my favorite one.
That's your favorite one? Black sheep. What do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, no, he's not for eating. Goldfish, what do you see? I see teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. What animal names can you read? Ooh, this is getting fun. That says bear. There's the bear. That says bird. There's the bird. Duck. There's the duck. Horse. There's the horse. Frog. There's the frog. Cat. There's the cat. Dog. Where's the dog? There's the dog. Sheep. There's the sheep. And goldfish.
And goldfish?
Yes.
I got goldfish.
You do? Oh, I have a question for you. Who wants to answer a question?
I get goldfish for eating.
Yes, I have a question for you. How many legs does the sheep have? 2 legs? 4 legs. That's right. How many legs does the horse have? 1 leg? 2? 4 legs. How many legs does the bear have? 1 leg, 2 legs? How many legs? How many legs does the bear have? 4 legs. That is exactly right. Does the frog have fins? Does the goldfish have fins? It's a hard one. That's how they breathe, remember? The goldfish has fins. Very good. Ruby M. Who lives in the water? The duck. Who else? The fish. Who else? High five for that. Very good. This is an excellent class. Thank you, boys and girls. Thank you, boys and girls, for learning all about Brown Bear, and Brown Bear's friends. Well, good morning. It's always good to meet some of our little learners, and I want to start by thanking Executive Director Sylvina Hopkins. Where did Sylvina go? Thank you, Sylvina, for welcoming us today to help celebrate Read Across America. I'm joined by the Deputy Mayor for Education, Paul Kine, and the State Superintendent for Education, Hansul Kang. Today, we want to spread the message to families and caretakers that reading to infants supports healthy brain development and also helps build those early literacy skills that we know set students up for success. And this is why we have been so focused on making investments in child care, both increasing access to high-quality seats and also making those seats more affordable for D.C. residents. In last year's budget, we increased our child care subsidy by $10 million so that we could increase payments to local child care providers and create more seats. We also created a $1,000 per child tax credit for families with children enrolled in a licensed D.C. child care center, like the one we're in today. In my new budget, I sent the council just 2 weeks ago. We're building on these investments. First, we made the child care tax credit permanent, and we made a $52 million investment in creating more child care seats. A few years ago, I visited 20 schools before I finalized my capital budget in a weekend. One of those schools was the old Randle Highlands School in Ward 7. That year, I was disappointed that we could not move forward with reopening the school as an early child care center. And this year, though, Hillcrest and Penn Branch are bustling with young families, and we will be able to open old Randle Highlands. We're also doing the same in Ward 6 at the old Miners School and in Ward 5 at the old Thurgood Marshall School. With this investment, we're building a DC that works for more families. And there are other ways we're doing this, too. We're ending the sales tax on diapers. We're making public transportation more affordable by making rides on DC Circulator free, and we're making big investments in housing. We've increased our annual investment in the production and preservation of affordable housing from $100 million to $130 million in our Housing Production Trust Fund. And we know when families do well, children do well, and when children do well, their families do well. So we're going to keep making these big investments in our child care programs, and we're going to continue to find ways to make DC more affordable and accessible for DC families across the income spectrum. So it brings me pleasure now to introduce our State Superintendent for Education, Hansul Kang.
Thank you so much, Mayor Bowser, for all of your leadership and vision on early childhood. And many thanks also to the Executive Director here, Sylvina Hopkins, for having us at Bambini Play and Learn. We at OSSE deeply believe that every child needs to have positive early learning experiences, and that literacy is such a key component of those early learning experiences. Reading to children helps stimulate their imaginations, helps them develop critical thinking skills, and improves their attention span. And reading aloud also helps children acquire early language skills, develop positive associations with books that we certainly saw among our young children already, and builds a stronger foundation for school success, which creates the pathway for academic achievement later in life. As the mayor mentioned, the Bowser administration has made significant investments to ensure that learners get off to a great start in their early childhood years and then are able to go on to a great start in kindergarten and throughout school. Research indicates that high-quality early care and educational experiences can improve the odds for success in nearly every aspect of life, from better social and working relationships to higher earnings and better health outcomes. The district has invested significantly in continuous quality improvement efforts around pre-K quality, professional development opportunities, and allocating increased funding that have led to improved quality programming for our young children. And we're also excited to offer families a variety of high-quality early learning experiences throughout the district, such as dual language programs like this one. One of the findings in OSSE's recently released 2018 pre-K report notes the benefits of a dual language program as measured by our classroom assessment scoring system, or CLASS, which is a research-based observational measure. We actually saw data that shows that classrooms with higher percentages of dual language learner students had on average higher emotional support, classroom organization, and instructional support scores. So we will continue to work to improve the quality throughout all of our OSSE licensed child development facilities in the district to ensure all of our young learners have access to these high quality early learning experiences. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hansel. And thank you very much. And thanks for having us in the beautiful center today. And I'm sure we'll visit again. Thank you.